Hello everyone. This week we're going to start from expressing obligation and the use of modal verbs must, mustn't, and have to. Evet, bu hafta must ve have to'ya odaklanacağız. Bu modal verb'ler neyi ifade etmek için? Obligation, yani zorunluluk ifade etmek için kullanılır. Must and have to are usually interchangeable. Yani must ve have to genellikle birbirinin yerine geçebilirler. However, sometimes must sounds a bit more formal. Ne var ki bazen must biraz daha kulağa resmi gelebilir. Yani have to yerine must kullanabiliriz ama must'ı daha böyle daha kuralcı, daha resmi bir havası var diyebiliriz. Okay, let's see the examples and understand the use of these two modal verbs better. My father is calling. I have to go now. So, for example, you're at a party and you're kind of bored and you want to leave early. Then you have to make an excuse and you say, you go to your friends, you come up to your friend and say, oh, I'm sorry, my father is calling, so I have to go. Evet, bu I have to go telefonu kapatırken ya da bir yerden bir mazeret belirterek çıkarken gitmek zorundayım. Çok kullanışlı bir modal verb. I have to go. And this one, you must make a left from here. So for example, your father is driving and you're in the passenger seat. And you are giving the directions to your father saying, hey dad, okay, we must make it left from here. Değil mi? Baba bak buradan dönmemiz lazım. Buradan sol dönmemiz lazım. We must make a left from here. Okay? And Andy has to pick up his friend from the station. Okay, you see Andy or Jenny or Ahmed, Mehmet, Mahmoud, Elisa, whatever. Okay, so these third singulars, when we use have to, it becomes has to. Okay, have to becomes has to in third singular, just like here with Andy. Andy has to pick up his friend from the station. Andy arkadaşını istasyondan almak zorunda. For example, oh, where is Andy? He's going to the station. Why? He has to pick up his friend. And the last one here, we must take measures against the pandemic. So the pandemic means like a bigger scale epidemic. For example, these days we have this coronavirus pandemic. So what must we do? We must take measures. Biz ne yapmalıyız? Ne yapmamız çok önemli. Ne yapmak zorundayız? We must take measures. Önlemler almalıyız. Neye karşı? Against the pandemic. Salgına karşı önlemler almalıyız. It's very important. We must do it. And the question form. Okay, soru formu. Kitabınıza baktığınızda must'ın da soru formunu görecektir. Ama ne var ki must'ın soru formu çok fazla kullanılmaz ama gene de bakın orada görürseniz şaşırmayın. Ben burada sadece do you have to ya da does she have to şeklindeki daha çok kullanılan soru yapısından bahsettim. So the question form of have to. So unlike some other modal verbs like should or must, where we use the modal verb right before the subject in question form. So this modal verb is like, is used like present simple when we are making a question. Okay? For example here, do you have to wear a uniform to school? Gördüğünüz gibi normalde modal verb'ler başa gelerek biz soru yapıyoruz mesela. Bu soruyu must'la yapsaydık, must you wear a uniform to school? O biraz fazla resmi bir havası olurdu. Onun yerine daha çok kullanılan, daha yaygın do you have to? Ve have you to ya da have to you şeklinde değil, aynı present simple tense gibi, aynı bir simple verb tense gibi kullanıyoruz. Yani do ya da does yardım fiilini kullanarak soru yapıyoruz. Do you have to wear a uniform to school? Okula giderken üniforma giymek zorunda mısın? Does your brother have to? Gördüğünüz gibi your brother, he, she, it. So this is third singular. And just like we do in present simple, we use does. So we add es to do, just like we do in other simple present forms. Does your brother have to come with us? So here, Andy has to. In this sentence, because Andy's third singular have to becomes has to. But here, this, as, the present simple as, is added here, added to the helping verb do. So again, we use the have to, although we are using this third singular pronoun. Does your brother have to come with us? Yani kardeşim bizimle gelmek zorunda mı? Does your brother have to come with us? Or do we have to talk now? Can we talk later? Evet, şu anda mı konuşmak zorundayız? Daha sonra konuşamaz mıyız? Do we have to talk now? Can't we talk later? Or do I have to call their office to make an appointment? Randevu almak için ofisini aramak zorunda mıyım? So do I have to call their office, or I should just go to their website and make an online appointment? Okay, now let's talk about the negative forms of these two modal verbs. Now we're going to compare mustn't and don't or doesn't have to. I'm saying compare because different from must and have to, which are sometimes interchangeable, mustn't and don't have to have different meanings. Okay, mustn't ve don't have to yapılarını bu sefer karşılaştıracağız. Çünkü az önce dediğim gibi must ve have to çoğu zaman birbirinin yerine kullanılabiliyordu. İkisi de zorunluluk belirtiyordu. Fakat mustn't ve olumsuz halleri olan mustn't ve don't have to ise anlamları farklı. Let's start from mustn't. Mustn't means it is forbidden to do that thing. Mustn't ne anlama geliyor? O şey forbidden, yani yasak, kesinlikle yapamazsın, yasak to do that thing. It can't be replaced with can't ve bazen yerine can't de kullanabiliyor. For example, you mustn't take photos in the military zone. Or you can't take photos in the military zone. Yani askeri bölgede fotoğraf çekemezsin ya da çekmen yasak. You mustn't take photos, or you can't take photos in the military zone. You mustn't park your car on the sidewalk, or you can't park your car on the sidewalk. Değil mi? Arabayı nereye park edemeyiz? Sidewalk, yani kaldırma, arabamızı park edemeyiz. Yasak. It's forbidden. Okay? You mustn't or you can't go outside during the curfew. Yes. Sokağa çıkma yasağı sırasında dışarı çıkamazsın. You mustn't go outside during the curfew. So, the government sometimes declares curfew nowadays, especially over the weekend because of the pandemic. It's one of the measures we should take against this pandemic. Okay, so while we are expressing these forbidden things by using mustn't or can't, don't have to is something different. Don't have to means just needn't, okay? Don't and doesn't have to or needn't means there is no need to do that thing. Okay. Bu don't ya da üçüncü tekilerde doesn't have to ya da parantez dediğim gibi needn't. Bunun yerine needn't da aynı anlamı veriyor. Don't need to ya da needn't da don't have to anlamı veriyor. Ne anlamı geliyor? There is no need. Bir gereği yok. Yapmak zorunda değilsin o şeyi. Yani gördüğünüz gibi az önceki must'ın tamamıyla yasak yaparsan başın belaya gider. If you do it, you will get into trouble. But you don't have to means you can do it if you want. İstersen yapabilirsin. But if you don't do it, then there won't be a problem at all. Okay? So, for example, you don't have to call them to make an appointment. Bu da evet, mesela randevu almak için onları aramana gerek yok. You don't have to call them to make an appointment. Just go to their website and register your name and then you're ready to go. Or we don't have to finish today. It can wait till tomorrow. For example, we are talking about a homework assignment or a project. Then you say your friend is trying to, hassle things like, oh, come on, we have to finish it now, or we have to finish it tonight. Then you say, oh my god, no, don't hurry, we don't have to finish today. Bugün bitirmemize gerek yok. It can wait till tomorrow. Yarına kadar bekleyebilir. So, relax, don't worry, we still have time. Your mother doesn't need to help you. So this time I didn't use doesn't have to, but doesn't need to, but it doesn't change the meaning at all. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't have to and don't need to and even needn't have the same meaning. And your mother doesn't need to help you. You can do it yourself. Annen sana yardım etmesine gerek yok. You can do it yourself. Kendi kendine yapabilirsin. Or you don't need to hurry it. We still have 2 weeks before the deadline. So you don't need to hurry it. Ne yapmana gerek yok? Dediğim gibi burada you don't need to yani you don't have to diyebiliriz. Anlamı değiştirmez. You don't need to hurry it. Acele etmene gerek yok. O şeyi, şu anda üstünde çalıştığın şeyi acele etmene gerek yok. We still have 2 weeks. Hala 2 haftamız var. Before the deadline. Son tarihine, teslim tarihine kadar hala 2 haftamız var. So don't worry, you don't need to hurry it. Okay, so now let's move on to the second subject of the day. And the second subject of the day is talking about future, especially making predictions. Yani gelecek hakkında konuşmak, özellikle de tahminlerde bulunmak, making predictions. First of all, you see as example sentence here, she will be here in 10 minutes. And this is certain. Evet, bu kesin bir ifade değil mi? O 10 dakika içinde burada olacak. She will be here in 10 minutes. Fakat biz bu future form cümlenin başına bazı kalıplar, bazı ifadeler getirerek bunu bir tahmin yürüttüğümüz cümlelere çevirebiliriz. Sometimes though, we use some phrases such as I think, I believe, or definitely for predictions, for making predictions. Evet, dediğim gibi she will be here in 10 minutes ifadesi kesin bir ifade. 10 dakikaya burada. Ne var ki bazen biz bazı kalıplar kullanırız. Mesela bence, I think, I believe, inanıyorum ki, definitely, kesinlikle. Burada biraz daha eminsiniz. Ne yaparken tahmini bulurken bu tarz yapıları, bu tarz phrase'leri, kalıpları kullanabiliriz. For example, I think Ronald will be the class president. Bence Ronald ne olacak? Sınıf başkanı olacak. Bence sınıf başkanı Ronald olacak ya da bence Ronald sınıf başkanı olacak. I think Ronald will be the class president. Or I don't think. So this is the opposite of I think, as you see here. I don't think our teacher will like our project. Evet, bence bu ise I don't think'in ise sanmıyorum ki. Sanmıyorum. I don't think our teacher will like our project. Sanmıyorum ki öğretmenimiz projemizi beğenecek ya da bence öğretmenimiz projemizi beğenmeyecek. She will definitely accept our offer. Bu sefer biraz daha kesin tahminimiz var yine ama biraz daha eminiz, biraz daha kesin gözüyle bakıyoruz. Ne yapacak? Or she will definitely accept our offer. O kesinlikle bizim teklifimizi kabul edecek. She will definitely accept our offer. I believe you learn Spanish quickly. So you see here, burada will'in bir contracted formu var. You will bazen you'll şeklinde böyle double L kullanarak kısaltılıyorduk. I believe you'll learn Spanish quickly. İnanıyorum ki hızlı bir şekilde bir an önce İspanyolca öğreneceksin. Or another one, I'm sure, so this is very similar to definitely here. I'm sure your father will forgive you. Eminim ki baban seni affedecek. And apart from will and some other phrases that complement it, we sometimes use these two modal verbs, may and might, and we can also add could here. So we also use may and might to express prediction or possibility. Okay, biz Aynı zamanda may ve might ve dediğim gibi bazen buna could da koyabiliriz. Ne yapmak için? Ya tahminde bulmak için ya da bir possibility'den yani bir olasılıktan söz etmek için de kullanabiliyoruz bu may ve might'ı. For example, just like here about Ronald and his being the class president, Ronald may be the new class president. Bu sefer Ronald yeni sınıf başkanı olabilir. So you're not so sure. So you're not like definitely or I am sure. No. For example, here you are like 99% sure. Or when you say I am sure, so as this phrase suggests, you're sure. But here it's like, I don't know, maybe 50% chance. So Ronald may be the new class president. Or our teacher may not like this project. So your friends just show you her new project and you say, okay, so it looks fine, but you know what? Our teacher may not like this project. Okay, yani öğretmenimiz bu projeyi beğenmeyebilir. She may not like it. Or take those batteries. We might need them later. Maybe you are moving to a new house or you're going camping and then you see some batteries that are not being used over there and you say to your friend, okay, take those batteries. O pilleri al. We might need them later. Belki onlara ihtiyacımız olabilir sonra. Belki bize lazım olabilirler. So we might need them later. Okay guys, so these are the grammar subjects of the week. Now let me give you some homework from your course book and workbook. Let's start from our course book. Unit 4, Students Edition, and Unit 7, Socializing. And it starts from page 98. Evet, 98. sayfadan başlıyor. Social networking ile ilgili bir kelime çalışması ve ardından diyalog çalışması var. Burada diyalogtaki bazı geçen phrase'leri burada bir definition'larla eşleştireceğiz sayfa 99'da. Ve 100. sayfada communication sayfasında güzel why not, if you don't gibi güzel yapılar var. Ve ardından 101. sayfada az önce anlattığımız must ve have to konusuyla ilgili bol bol örnek görmenizi tavsiye ediyorum. Çünkü ardından yine must ve have to aynı konuyla ilgili alıştırmalar var ve burada da aynı şekilde 103. sayfada devam ediyor. And is life on Mars even possible? Mars'ta hayat gerçek olabilir mi ki? Bununla ilgili güzel bir okuma parçası var ve ardından 105. sayfada ilgili alıştırmalar göreceksiniz. Ve gelecek zaman talking about future konusuyla ilgili çok güzel örnekler var yine burada. Bunlara da bakmanızı tavsiye ediyorum dersteki video dışında. Ve ardından burada da bu fiilleri uygun yerine yerleştireceğiniz future tense çalışması var. And the last two pages, page 108 and 109. 108 ve 109'da ise gene bir listening çalışması ve ardından writing çalışması, my future ambitions ve buradakine benzer bir writing çalışması yapıp bizle paylaşabilirsiniz. Okay, now let's see our workbook here, Junior 4 workbook. Evet, sayfa 52'den başlıyor. Unit 7 Socializing bölümünde ve burada gene direkt buradaki have to ve must ile ilgili örneklerden sonra burada direkt alıştırmalara geçmiş. Sayfa 53'teki alıştırmalar sonra 54'te future tense ile ilgili alıştırmalar var. Ardından 55'te vocabulary kelime çalışmaları var, kelime egzersizleri var. Ve bir okuma çalışması var sayfa 56'da ve sonra gene bir writing kısmı, gene bir summer camp plan yani bir yaz kampı planıyla ilgili bir writing çalışması var sayfa 57'de. Okay guys, so thank you for watching and don't forget to wash your hands regularly and always stay home and stay safe. I will see you next week. Bye.
Hi, Linda. I was just thinking of how lovely it is to use social media. We can connect with our friends far away.
Yes, Alex, I agree with you. The internet has made it possible for us to communicate with people around the world. Social network services like Facebook, Google, Skype, WhatsApp, etc. Thanks to social media, we will not miss our loved ones. We can always stay in touch.
You're right, Linda. There are a lot of social platforms where you can join with anyone. I just logged in into Facebook. It's a great platform to remain connected.
Yeah, a great social networking tool and the largest social platform. I found a long list friend through it. I think Facebook amazing.
Not only Facebook, but also Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. We indeed learn a lot thanks to social media. We can get to know what is happening around the world. We can know about what the latest trend in the market is.
So it is true that social media is playing a very big role in all over the world nowadays, and it's growing tremendously.
No doubt about it.
One. Patricia likes Sundays very much because she doesn't have to go to work then. 2. You mustn't speak to the driver when the bus is moving. It's dangerous. 3. Pay me back when you can. You don't have to do it immediately. 4. Susan mustn't eat too much. She's supposed to be on a diet. 5. You don't have to learn Russian to travel to Moscow, but it helps. 6. You have to get a driving license before you drive a car. It's a traffic rule. 7. We mustn't forget to send that payment. Otherwise, they'll stop the service. 8. The museum is free. You don't have to pay to get in. 9. I must phone Angel tonight. We haven't talked to each other for so long. 10. I mustn't spend too much money today, as I've only got a little left. 11. We don't have to rush. We've got plenty of time. Is life on Mars ever possible? Will humans someday live and work on Mars? Many scientists think so. In fact, they are already working on plans to turn Mars into a new Earth. Humans need 3 basic things to live: water to drink, air to breathe, and food to eat. Because of the lack of these necessities, it isn't possible to live on Mars right now. 4 billion years ago, however, the Martian surface was apparently quite habitable: rivers, lakes, and even a deep ocean. Then, things changed when Mars lost its global magnetic field. A compass points to the North Pole on Earth because our whole planet acts like a giant magnet, but Mars does not act this way. Now there is not enough oxygen or any liquid water on Mars, just some ice. So how can we make Mars habitable? The answer, say scientists, is a process called terraforming. Terraforming means changing the environment of a planet so that it is similar to Earth's. On Mars, the average temperature is about -60 degrees Celsius. So one of the main goals of terraforming Mars is to warm it up. One idea for warming Mars comes from a problem here on Earth: climate change. Most scientists agree that Earth is becoming warmer because of increased levels of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. We might create similar conditions on Mars by building factories that release greenhouse gases. The gases will change the atmosphere on Mars. Rain will fall, and it may be possible to grow plants for food. The plants will add more oxygen to the air. There will be many difficulties in terraforming Mars. The project could take many centuries, and the cost will be high. We have some of the technology, such as the ability to create greenhouse gases, but not the money. However, life on Mars is a real possibility for future generations. Terraforming Mars will probably be a 1,000-year project, starting with several survey missions. The flight to Mars will take 6 months, and each mission might last 18 months. Each new mission will build more habitation modules, places to live. These will allow future visitors to spend more time on Mars and learn more about living on the planet.
I'm not sure what I'll do when I'm older. Maybe I'll play in a rock band or work on a cruise ship. I definitely won't have a boring job. With a bit of luck I'll earn lots of money. If I do, I'll buy the house of my dreams. I'll buy a huge house with 8 rooms, I suppose. I think I'll buy a Ferrari too. I imagine that I'll still be living in Ireland because all my family and friends are here. I'll probably travel all around the world. I want to go to the USA and Brazil first.